Howdy, folks, and welcome to another NotJay Builds. That's what it's going to be named until I come up with something better for the Saturday night shows. My hair is a wreck. Jesus. Anyway,
my camera's not on.
What's that?
Now you know why my camera's not on.
Oh, well, you've been out in the friggin' woods for the last 7 to 10 days.
Correct, and it's been awesome.
Hey, more power to you, brother. So, we got Charles in the house saying evening. We got Meandering Mike saying NotJay Primps. Yeah, there you go. Great name, right? Actually, Mike, I heard a joke or saw a joke yesterday and thought of you. What do you call cavemen that just wander around?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Cavemen that just wander around.
You ready for this? Neanderthals.
Oh, no, I got it. Is it Neanderthals?
Yes.
Yes. That's what's up, dude.
Yes.
That's
I absolutely loved that joke. Yes, Mike, Neanderthals.
Yeah, dude.
It was one of the funniest things I had read all day yesterday, and I had a couple. I saw a couple of good ones yesterday. So, but yeah, we had an open mic night over at Discord last night. Had Scalar Gremlin come on. We had I think, if I remember correctly, had Reese for a little bit. We had Chris Long with us. Had Hissy Cat with us. It was a good night. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm not painting. I am punching out my Carrier Battle Philippine C as we speak. I'm not worrying about doing any clipping because I don't have an actual set of clippers.
Oh, you got a pair of finger clippers?
Yeah, but I don't know. They don't. I would prefer to have the little nibs than have the little not properly. They're not what's the word I'm looking for? Symmetrical. My quarters aren't symmetrical.
They don't have that real nice 3 or 2.5 millimeter
Yeah.
radius.
Yeah.
That's
so.
Okay, man.
Meandering Mike says he'll have to whip out some of the Stone Age related games on his channel. By all means.
Well, Meandering Mike, what Stone Age era games do you play, my dude? You are officially speaking my lingo.
Yeah, if it is a odd time frame that nobody else does, McMurray is down.
I don't remember the company, but the same guys who make Eat Hitler sell Cavemen, and part of the issue is finding 28 millimeter cavemen that are remotely accessible or affordable.
Right.
Is a little hard, especially in numbers greater than like 3.
Right. Yeah.
That's what I tried to get from Eureka when then he went, silent on me when my stuff never got here.
Yeah, that's no bueno.
Yeah, it was frustrating because it wasn't even like it got stolen off my porch. It just
never showed up.
It just stopped tracking. And so then I asked him because the USPS is like, well, if it gets stolen off your porch, like if it gets delivered and then goes missing, you start a complaint. If it never gets there, the sender starts a complaint. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine. It was on the invoice that he got insurance. He didn't get insurance for the full price of the figures, but even so. And it took me like 8 months or some shit just to get him to say, okay, yeah, I'll start that on my end. And then it just went like dead stick, and I've never been able to get him to like respond to an email, like, which is frustrating and a little confusing because I sent him I don't know how many emails about it. I called a couple times, and it goes to like his family home answering machine, which is awkward.
Right.
And then like I talked to him there, and then he sent me an email to say that the first attempt at an appeal failed. He's going to continue working on it. But it came from the same damn email that I've been emailing. I don't know. It was frustrating. I still don't have my like $120 worth of figures. It's just irritating, which sucks because there's 15 28 millimeter Denisovians that he sells that I would very much like to have and very much like to play with. But that's very much difficult. But anyhow, this isn't called McMurray Bitches About Stuff. This is called NotJay Builds.
Right. But
or NotJay Quotes, as it were.
You've got open mic whenever you need to rant. We got open mic.
That's fair, and I appreciate that. But we don't need that kind of negativity. I just had a wonderful couple weeks in the middle of nowhere, staring at rocks and trees and some grass and birds, and I saw a rattlesnake today.
That's cool.
Yeah, okay, man. So people always say that there's no rattlesnakes in Missouri. I have photographic evidence from earlier today to prove that wrong.
Yeah, that's I can guarantee you there are rattlesnakes in Missouri.
Oh yeah, buddy. Oh yeah, big ones too. This guy's probably 3.5, 4 foot long. It's a big ass rattlesnake.
Was he eastern or western?
I don't know if it was an eastern diamondback or a timber, to be honest with you. I meant to, like, if I see the top of the snake pretty good, it's not a hard distinction to make. But I did not. I saw it from a ways off. And then by the time, but he's out on a glade, right? So as soon as I stepped onto the glade, whatever the receptors are for, movement under its gut, I'm sure, went absolutely ape because I'm significantly larger than most things wandering around that area of the woods. And so it took off under a rock on this glade. And the only picture I got, I need to look at what the markings look like kind of on the side as opposed to on the back of the snake, because that's what I got a pretty good picture of. I'll actually throw that in the Discord in a minute here.
So a question I've got for you.
Yeah, shoot.
And you might have the answer I'm looking for.
All right.
Do copperheads,
yes,
when they are alerted, do they give off a distinctive smell of cucumbers?
Yeah, either cucumbers or cabbage. Some people say one, some people say the other, but absolutely they do.
Okay.
Absolutely. Who told you that, or when did you experience that?
So Donna and Beth were over here at the house, and apparently Beth was standing by our front, by the front of the house over by our garage door.
Yeah.
And she said she smelled a very, very strong whiff.
Yeah, it's a real must, man.
Of cucumber.
Wow.
So,
yeah, dude. They got a pretty distinct stink to them, kind of. I don't know if it varies I'm sure it varies based on, environment and diet and whether it's male or female, but absolutely.
Because I've never experienced being near a copperhead.
Absolutely.
I know without a doubt what a rattle from rattlesnake sounds like.
You know what's really kind of cool in Missouri? You'll get like black rat snakes and every now and then a copperhead. And then when you get close to it, they'll start flicking that tail around, make you think they're like they're trying to make you think they're a rattlesnake.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty cool if you get them like cornered and riled up, which is hard to do with the black rat snake. They don't rile up very easy. They're usually really calm, like to the point where you almost think something's wrong with them. But yeah, every now and again you'll see what black rat snakes, you'll see what copperheads. Copperheads can kind of be dicks, to be honest with you. Like they're certainly a predator.
Oh yeah.
Right? Like a black rat snake can be a predator, but they can also just kind of eat dead stuff, for lack of a better term. You know what I mean?
Right. And stuff that they didn't make dead.
Yeah. So like we used to, one of my favorite things to do when I was a young archery counselor, right? Dating myself here, back right when I got out of high school, was I'd catch mice in my archery shed all the time, right? Because they love it in there. It's hot. There's tons of bugs. There's usually stuff for them to chew on and make nests, what have you.
Yeah.
But they're really, it's hell on your equipment, right? Because they chew up your arm guards, they chew up your finger tabs, everything. They're hell. But that's why the good Lord give us BB guns. And you can get pretty good at wing shooting and hitting moving targets, shooting at mice in an archery shed.
Yeah.
Or so I hear. But so every now and then, if hypothetically I would hit one and hypothetically I'd just flick it off downrange into my archery range or off to the side, you'd see, man, holy smoke. I don't know if there's like a hierarchy or if I just live next to the biggest damn black rat snakes I've ever seen. Or again, if there's like a hierarchy, like, no, it's fresh and there's no work involved. That's mine. You see some big old black rat snakes, man. Like, again, every now and then you'll see them in like little trees and stuff also, like along creeks in Missouri. And I'd imagine over in Illinois as well. When it's in that kind of Ozark Highland sort of thing with a lot of oak and hickory and some smaller trees. And yeah, you see them up in trees like along like creeks where there's little real calm roadways over creeks, right? Where like rabbits and squirrels and whatnot have to cross over these creeks. And man, you see some big old black rat snakes up in trees right there, looking almost like, shred a tire that got caught up there or something.
Right.
But yeah, they're cool snakes. Usually they'll just kind of hang out with.
So Mike says, hold on. Charles
Mike says, "Holy crap! I didn't know so much about snakes."
Side on my table of for my 100+ combat. That's cool. And
nice.
Chris Longsworth says, I'm having issues, so I'm going to be in and out, I'm guessing. Mike says, Metagame Sticks and Stones, Z-Man Stone Age, Unigames Cave Master, Fantasia Games Endless Winter Paleo Americans. So
Paleo Americans.
What's he doing? What he is doing for that stuff. Charles is working on my table terrain for that.
That big melee Charles is going to have. That thing's going to be epic.
Yeah, it is. It's going to look great. Meandering Mike suggests NotJay and crew. Saturday night is all right for ranting.
That's true. Yeah, so it's Mexican Jack Squint presents Caveman. That's the one I have enjoyed. It says, or Mexican Jack's Guide to the Stone Age and some of his less evolved relatives, a prehistorically inaccurate war game with help from Howard Whitehouse.
Howard Whitehouse is a good cat.
He is. Again, he did a whole lot of the working on and helping with Eat Hitler too.
Yeah.
And apparently he responded to Jay's tweet about it like lickety split.
Yeah, he did. Well, he and Jay are Twitter buddies. Jay actually had Howard on his podcast.
Yeah, on the Veteran War Gamer. Yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
Jeffrey Edwards says, I wouldn't be around long enough to smell the cucumber or check out if there's a diamond on its head. Fair enough. Eric C. is in the house. Hello, all. Hello, Eric. Charles says, I guess I don't want to move to Missouri. Yeah, if you're not a snake person, Missouri ain't it.
Oh, Missouri's a wonderful. Charles, Missouri be happy to have you.
Oh, we would love to have you, but if you're not hip on the hipless,
I mean, you got some snakes out there in California too, Charles.
Yeah, but he's in San Diego.
Okay, that's fair. Maybe not so many in the concrete
jungle. The only snakes he's got in San Diego go into offices with 3 names.
I was about to say, yeah, exactly. They go into office. They're elected.
Yeah, or they go to an office that's got the name Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe on the front of it.
I don't know what the hell that is, but that sounds pretty nefarious, to be honest with you.
Law offices, Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
His cat says, hey, peeps.
Smelling what you're stepping in.
And Charles. Greetings back and forth to peoples. Hey, Eric. Good evening, Hissy and Eric. Sup, Chris McMurray.
All right, here we go, baby.
Charles may do a preliminary video and in-process glimpse. That would be great, Charles. I would love to see it.
Dude, that'd be pretty slick, Charles. Where the hell are my pirates at, man?
I don't know. Mutt, if you got time to type, you got time to be in here. Get in here. You got the link.
War Mutt, why are you such a war butt?
Charles says Callie's got snakes and the earthquakes. Shake, shake, rattle, and roll.
Fair. Man, you should work for California's Department of Tourism, Charles.
That's actually pretty damn funny.
This guy'd sell it, man. Like, California ever needs a spokesperson, Charles is the man to look for. Where the fuck? Chris, what'd you do with my damn pirates?
I snuck into your house while you were gone. Because I'm a bastard like that.
I'm just going to start getting increasingly irrational. That makes sense. Oh, they're sitting right next to the table that I use to do my basing and whatnot. Because,
there you go.
That just makes sense.
There you have it.
You certainly are. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
So,
I think we're going to...
What's that?
What's up?
Oh, I said went up to my brother's just before we came on tonight. I was up at my brother's and we did a quick run through of Con Sonar.
Nice.
And there's some things that I definitely need to make sure I have for the convention that made notes of. Also, I just one-on-one is not exactly an exciting game.
I would imagine it'd be pretty,
You definitely need to have multiple players and multiple subs to make it a little more interesting. And he actually suggested maybe doing a double blind.
That'd be cool. That'd be hard as shit.
Yeah, it's something especially you'd have to have. You'd have to have like 3. The best option would be like having 3 separate rooms. So like at a convention, that's say at a hotel.
Yeah,
where you've got side rooms, and you just take up 3 tables in those side rooms.
Yeah. See, Todd goes to hotel conventions because he's fancy.
Right.
You and I mean, We're fancy.
Yeah, we go to conventions at the bottom of in the basements of brew pubs.
Yeah. The basements of brew pubs, the upstairs of dive bars, and then,
Yeah.
the kindly abode of the Wileys.
Eric, the game is called Con Sonar. You can find it on Facebook. It's Con CONN space ellipses space sonar. And for those of the uninitiated, an ellipses is 3 consecutive periods.
So ...
Yeah. Now you have to join the private group, but all you got to do is say, "Hey, I want to join," and they let you in. And it is Cold War. It's Cold War sub combat. They like to play with 1/700th scale models. I've got those, but I think if I'm going to expand out and do like surface ships and aircraft and whatnot, I might go to a slightly smaller scale, maybe 1/1800 or possibly 1/2400, just because fitting that many vessels onto a game table is not going to be easy in 1/700 scale.
Accurate.
So, but that being said, like I said, I think the game is going to be a much better play when I got multiple players, because it was just Jay and me tonight. I was running the Seawolf, he was running an Akula, and it was, as he put it, so until he actually shot torpedoes, it was functionally just a dice rolling game.
Mm-hmm.
So, because the subs themselves were moving like 1, 2, 3 inches, something like that. And when the ship itself is 5 inches long, it's taking you at least 2 turns to move the length of your ship. And if you're like an SSBN, it might take you 3 or 4 turns to move the distance of your ship. So,
I'm about to say, now imagine you're a Typhoon and the model's 8 inches long.
Yeah, exactly. So, or you've got a Kirov class battle cruiser.
Uh-huh.
Yikes. So, anywho, but I do have a one. I think this is a 1/2000 scale. This is a 1/2000 scale Typhoon compared to the 1/700 scale Typhoon. A little different in size.
You printed a bunch of those out, didn't you?
A couple. The ones I have are not great, and I don't know if it's because the model isn't great or I just didn't have things set right on the printer or what. Who knows? But yeah, I do have a Los Angeles class also. So I mean, they're decent looking little boats, compared to the 1/700 scale. So we'll see. So you're working on your
I'm
pirates
getting ready
tonight,
to
or
base pirates. I think I've got a little over 120 of them. Well, I think I've got like 90 something to 100 pirates, and then I got 28 cannibals.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I'm gonna base all them up, see what we can come up with. Should be quite entertaining, to be honest with you. I think we might play limeys and slimies for ship-to-ship combat,
Yeah.
and then kind of call a reset and see what all we can get into with some closer to land-based combat, you know. I have more than enough terrain to make like a generic island. But the nice thing is, figuring this out a month and a half out, is I have plenty of time to make pirate buildings or whatever else.
Yeah.
You know? So I've got the red crew, the blue crew, and the green crew.
Very nice. Very nice.
And then randomly cannibals.
So I was digging around looking for stuff earlier today down in the basement. And I ran across my red project clipboard. And inside said red clipboard, I found one of my very first ship information charts for Ocean Thunder.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it was drawn by a 12-year-old, or a 10-year-old or whatever. But I was just wanting to slap something together.
Dude.
See if it works out.
And, I like it, man.
Check this out. If you can't tell, this is from a dot matrix printer. This is probably, yeah, this is possibly the first. This is the first writing of the rules of Ocean Thunder.
That's
all 2 pages.
It's my kind of
this is just movement. It didn't have any gunnery. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. So it's not dated, but I'm fairly certain anybody who looks at this, they'll be able to tell that this shit is square from the 90s.
It sounds, I mean, that looks fantastic, first off, but yeah.
And then I've got
just look at how far that ship sheet has come along.
Oh yeah. Let's see here. I've got from April 4th, 1993, a sales receipt from Hobbytown, USA.
Oh man.
Where
were
we
you
bought
at that point in time?
Kansas City.
I did not know that there was a Hobbytown in Kansas City.
Yeah.
That's badass.
I bought a package of Japanese kamikazes, American porters, the Salt Lake City, North Carolina, U.S. carrier planes, orc spearmen, giant rats, 2nd edition Dungeon Master screen, and the Dungeon Master guide.
Man, that's awesome. that Hobbytown USA, when it was in St. Louis, they used to have 2 locations. That was one of the few places where you could get Games Workshop stuff in a brick and mortar
Yeah.
at anything resembling a discount, because they gave it to you for like 10 or 15, 20% off. But I don't know. That place was always awesome because they had all the options around without diving into any one particular thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here is a order form from June 29th, 1992 from Alnavco.
Damn, man. Getting some 1-3000?
No. These look to be what were they? Shit. Oh, damn it. CNC.
Oh, nice.
Alnavco sold CNC.
Yeah.
It was $32.50 worth of stuff, and it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items.
Yep.
Don't
Good
know
old
what.
Made in America CNC back in the day, man.
Yep. And then, this is back in the day when the battleships, the GHQ battleships, were only $8.
That's been a minute.
Yeah, it has. What else have I got in here? Oh, my pre-registration form for Skirmishes 1993 game convention. Where I was ran the game as a game master at the
Ocean Thunder.
Yeah,
nice.
At the Americana Hotel. I think they actually moved it at the last minute. The Americana Hotel is off of I-29/35, just north of the river in Kansas City, and I don't think we actually. Oh, no. Yeah, that first year it was there.
For Skirmishes?
Yeah. In 1993. I even was working on a basic points list.
Uh-oh. No, I'm just getting in trouble.
I dumped that real fast. Yeah, dumped that real fucking fast. So, it's. Oh no, those weren't CNC ships. They were Superior models.
Damn, there's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Yeah,
I don't even know what is. Does Superior still make ships?
I don't know.
In terms of, I don't even know if they're
let's
still.
Put it this way: the copyright for the cards that were in with the models are copyright 1980.
Nice. Yeah, so I guess Superior still does make 1200s.
Well, these were 124. These were 12400.
Oh, I didn't know Superior ever did those. I always thought they only did the 112s.
Yeah.
Apparently, you still can get. You can still get. They're 1200s. They're honestly not unfortunately too wildly more expensive than the half-sized GHQ models because getting, battleships is only $24.
Wow.
Unless you need, if you need giant battleships, like if you're getting Tillmans, then it's 30 or so. But
Right.
destroyers, a Buckley is only $7.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, no shit, man. Huh.
What size are these?
Right now I'm sitting here looking at this shit, which is exactly what I needed to do.
Right.
See, that's weird though. Like most of the U.S. standard battleships were $24.50. Gneisenau and Scharnhorst are $27.50. Come on now. Huh. Well, whatever. That's fine.
Well, I ran across these roofing tins.
These what?
Roofing tins.
That's good.
They're used to they're like washers for nails and roofs.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh great, that's exactly what I need to see if that'll work for my tanks. Yeah, they're 70 millimeter.
Well, yeah, but don't get discouraged. There's still 18 million different shades for them, or shades of use for them. Are they steel or are they aluminum?
They're steel.
They're steel? How thick are they?
Not very. I mean, they're like super thin.
Yeah, those are really thin 70 millimeter rounds. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy. Because that's what? Just over 2.5 inches? 6 mil shy of 3 inches?
They are actually they're 2 3/4 roughly.
Yeah, 6 mil short of.
Yeah.
Man, that's an incredibly useful wargaming size.
Problem is they're super super thin.
Yeah, but how easily do they bend?
They're
okay.
They're probably what I was using them for was to I know what I was using these for. Trees.
I'm about to say for trees or like thin like light or small scale terrain, they'd be perfect. You could still store them on a magnet sheet, but they wouldn't have a whole lot of. I was about to say, my immediate thought was using them for like rocks in a naval game.
Yep, that's what I was using them for.
Because that's just about perfect. You can store them on magnet sheet. They don't have a lot of that stress that's going to cause them to bend and torque out of. Yeah.
Yep.
Oof. That's still badass, man.
Okay. Yeah. Let's get to work here.
Man, I'm setting all these pirates out there. There's a piss load of them. This is going to... Hey, Brian, guess what this should do? Because I was at 280-something, and I haven't reported any points since June. I might be pretty damn close to the end anyhow, but this ought to get me to 400. Hooray. Hooray. Yeah, it's cool to see some of these are really early, like, launch, like, creation of the company, Blood and Plunder models. Well, at least one of them is the old promo model that they put out when the game first came out.
Yeah.
And it sticks out like a sore thumb, and their newer stuff is pretty right on.
I've still got company. I'm just they're doing something else for a little bit.
Ignore them. Hang out with your friends on the internet.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. Who needs real people?
Not me.
I have internet friends. Mom, leave me alone. You wouldn't understand.
Gosh. Good to have you.
How's it
buddy.
going, Reese?
Not too bad. So I need a shower, I need a shave, I need a haircut, but besides that, everything's good.
Nah, not for your internet friends.
So
See? Yeah.
ooh,
I haven't showered in like 9 days. You're good.
we've probably been in the woods too, though.
I have. It's been awesome.
So the woods are awesome.
Correct.
I finally put lighting in my miniature display cabinet today.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
I am waiting to debut it until after the challenge, because right now the only thing in it is things I've done during the challenge. And my new goal, since I have passed my other goal, is to fill the entire cabinet. So
Nice.
that's not going to happen. We'll just see how far I get. So, and yes, Charles, the turkeys are good. So,
Hell yeah. All freshly ready to make more turkeys.
yep,
That's how it works.
we're back on top, best farm in the district, and can't complain. So,
There you
Jackpot,
go.
dude.
There
Hell
you
yeah.
go.
that'll be a nice
That is
bonus
cool.
when that time comes around. So, not this week, but the next 2 weeks after that are going to kill me, though.
No, you're not allowed to die during the challenge.
Dude, it's the last 2 weeks of the challenge, and it's vaccination week both weeks.
Well, you know,
My challenge is over at the end of the week, basically. So
that's all right. Which, like, they need to get you guys like a tranquilizer gun, but instead of tranks, you just fill up with the vaccinations or whatever, and you just start smoking and just pop, 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 pop.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
the thing
ridiculously
is,
expensive.
you can't trim beaks that way.
You can't trim beaks.
You can't do it that way. You got to actually pick the bird up and chop the beak off.
You're vaccinating them and trimming their beaks.
Mm-hmm.
That's damn, buddy. How do you wait? What? Like, if you trim the beaks, can they still eat?
Yes, absolutely. We're cutting maybe an inch off the end of the top beak. We're leaving the bottom beak. They can still drink, swallow, eat, everything. They just don't destroy each other. And
I was about to say, don't just peck the shit out of each other. That's good.
yeah, I've seen things that I will not discuss online that are quite disgusting. So
Turkeys are dicks.
they're also cannibals.
Well, there you go. Perfect.
So
But what
Dude,
if,
chickens scare the fuck out of me?
yeah, I'm
What if-
funny, tiny.
and stick with me, the turkeys were fed fruit and became bananables? I'm just kidding. That used to be my Halloween costume. Was I would wear a banana suit and just carry around bananas and eat them all night and be the bananable.
Nice.
I'll tell you what,
I have no doubt you did that.
you only try and crap out, an evening eating 10 bananas once, and then you
Yeah,
realize.
I'm allergic to bananas, so no.
Well, boy howdy, let me tell you, I'm not allergic, but still, eating 10 of them and then trying to poop is just a whole world of a great reason to only eat 3 bananas as the bananable the next year. just saying, man. There is some distress that was not intended or anticipated. But anyways, that's enough about that. That's the kind of conversation you save for the Reed boy.
Well, I got some good friends in town from college, and we've been hanging out when we went to lunch together, and there was some sort of taco or tamale sauce on the table or whatnot that they had given us to dip our chips in and to put on other things. And it was one of the best sauces I have ever had. And we're all sitting there like trying to like deconstruct this sauce at the table. And so now we have a new goal. But somebody goes, I think there's some lime in there. The other guy goes, I wouldn't be surprised if there's like a little orange zest in there. We're like, okay, is that habanero or is that poblano? We're sitting there discussing the intricacies of this sauce.
Look at you guys go. You're going to get thrown out of a Mexican restaurant, and then Walmart's going to cry for you.
I know.
Don't cry for me, Walmart.
This was the most highfalutin Mexican joint I've ever been in, though. Oh.
It makes me very happy you just used the word highfalutin. That's a good thing.
Do people not use that word?
I don't know, man. Not enough. Chris, I can't find my damn...
I'm from the Ozarks, man. We use all kinds of weird words.
Sandy Beach. Yeah, I used
So-
the living daylights on somebody, and they're like, "What did you just say?" I was like, "Well,
You
you know,
scared the
whatever."
living daylights out of me, man.
Oh no, it wasn't about scaring somebody, but that's okay.
But yeah, I mean, you get what I'm
All right.
saying, though.
Yeah, I got desert, sand, and stone. Chris, what'd you do with my Sandy Beach?
I don't
I told you, man. You go to the woods for a fucking week. You don't know what you're coming home to.
That's fair, but I had a Sandy Beach base ready somewhere, and I don't know where it went off to. And I feel like this has that Arnold boy's fingerprints all over it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Just going down on the sandy beaches. Telemachus says they is posh in them Ozarks.
Something like that.
So, I have no idea what you did with that, dude. See,
That's another spot I need to check down in the basement. I'm gonna run down there in just a second here.
See, that is another reason why you have animals. Is so you can blame them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's fair.
Well, McMurray, I have gone full crazy on chopping up and converting and making custom 135th scale weapons for some of my miniatures.
I saw your
Silent
Sten. Yeah, that looked badass.
Yeah,
What you need to do is you need to make, like, good luck, but you need to chop up and make a Delisle for your commandos, because that thing is just like a fucking boner machine. For those of you who aren't just colossal nerds, a Delisle is a British number one Mark III Enfield.
$20 worth of parts and I can do it.
Bro, holy shit. It's
a number 3 action. No, it's a number 1 Mark III action.
number one Mark III.
I don't know if I have the correct suppressor for it, but I can make something work.
Brother,
And
that's
then
because there is no correct suppressor for it. It's just a tube on the.
No, but
So
I'm
what
saying,
it is, guys?
I'm saying the 135th scale suppressors I have are not thick enough.
Oh, okay, I got
So
you.
I may have to roll a tube or something or get a dowel rod and do it, but I can do it.
Why did I just hear an elephant?
Oh, that was me moving a stool on the concrete floor in my basement.
Okay,
You were moving what?
A stool. I wasn't passing.
I thought you said you were moving your still across the concrete floor.
No, that's.
I was like, we're gonna have some serious words.
I don't have a still anymore. I used to when I was in college.
Yeah.
I used to fart around with distilling stuff, but.
So here's what I built after the silent stint.
Quit drinking. Yeah.
I don't know if it'll cycle or not.
oh, hey, that's nice.
Gewehr 98 sniper.
Nice.
So I had a regular stock Gewehr 98. And I was like, man, I ought to put a scope on that. And I'm like, but if I do that, the bolt's not right. So I got not the Car 98, but the K98A something or another with the weird bayonet rack on it from World War One.
Okay, yeah.
I cut it just forward of the front locking lug and trigger guard.
Okay.
Sanded it flat, cut the front end off of a full length Gewehr, and then mounted those together. And it actually looks good. It actually looked like a curved bolt Gewehr 98. And then I very carefully cut off a early Mauser scope from a short barreled Mauser and put it on there. And I think it works.
There you go. Are you going to be able to make H.W. McBride's favorite rifle?
So I have a Ross with what is that scope? Is it the number 32? Is that
It depends, honestly, on which part of the book you're reading.
Well, no. I'm talking about the scope I'm talking about is World War II. It's not World War One.
Oh, okay.
But I have plenty of Ross rifles. I don't have the scopes.
I mean, his favorite. I mean, depending on what point in the book you're reading from,
Right.
His favorite optic is a commercially procured optic, anyways.
Is it a Winchester
to be honest
A5?
with you, what's up?
Is it a Winchester A5?
I don't remember. I don't believe so.
I'll check the book later tonight.
I'm about to say I'd have to dig my copy out, and it's all the way upstairs.
Well, I just ordered a massive World War II sniper reference book. That
There you go.
I actually
I
get
mean,
some use out of.
H.W. McBride is still World War One, but
No, I'm aware. I've read it cover to cover.
yeah, it's pretty awesome.
And I've read is it Sniping in France by Pritchard?
Yes.
So I've read a lot. I'll just put it that way. But here's my issue.
Yep.
They do not make a 135th P14 or M1917.
Really?
I have not been able to find one.
Is there not a 130 kit that covers Sergeant York?
There's a 135th kit that covers U.S. infantry, World War One, and it comes with Springfields and BARs and trench guns and the wrong Shoshaw. That bugs me to no end.
Wait. It comes with BARs, but no.
But no 1917.
And this wait, what? Hold on. What year? What
So the
year is it
BAR was
supposed to be?
introduced in 1918. It made its way to France in very limited numbers.
And by September, October 1918.
Correct.
The M1919 or the M1917 was
The M1917 rifle was basically our main service weapon overseas.
For the most part, because we've been so the British P14 Enfield was a stopgap rifle contracted by the British government through American rifle manufacturers. That was a weird amalgamation of what looks like an 03A3 Springfield with a funky rear sight. The
And an
03A3
amazing
also
rear
didn't
sight.
exist yet.
Don't call that sight funky.
Plus, buddy, the wings are funky. I fucking love it. It's one of my favorite rifles to shoot because you get that extra round. But in the
I don't care. I could care less about the extra round.
round.
Those sights are where it's at.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's like think of an 03A3 because sights again.
Okay. If we're talking 1917s, I'm sorry, Chris, I just derailed this. I got to tell you about my passion project I've been working on for a while. I'm not there yet, but I'm getting close. There was a model of 1918 U.S. telescopic rifle designed.
Uh-huh.
Are you familiar?
A little bit.
It is a 1917 with a different, almost sporterized stock. It looks bubbed.
Mm-hmm.
With the barrel chopped down. I don't remember. I think it's 22 inches, maybe a little shorter. And I believe it was a 2.5 power optic, maybe 3 power. Nothing crazy.
Yes.
But the site, I'll send you a picture of it because the Cody Museum has reference material on it, but does not have the actual weapon. There's no known copy known to exist.
Correct. That's Ian McCollum's dream gun.
Really?
To put on his channel. Well, I mean, obviously everything the French ever made was Ian McCollum's dream guns, but
so you're not going to find it. It doesn't exist.
Well, that's the thing. Exactly. He said he found a Peterson device, and it's about as close as he's ever going to get.
Yeah, which, by the way, I think I can make a Pedersen device using Sin Mags in a 1903. But, I mean, in 1/35th scale, not an actual functioning. But in a 1-to-1 scale, I think if I get if I get my hands on a particularly bubbed 1917, I can build.
I was about to say that's what I thought. That was also what Bannerman was copying or taking inspiration from for a minute there.
Yeah,
when they just destroyed every Eddystone that came into the U.S.
That might have been it too. I don't remember, but it is. Oh, it is beautiful. And I'm not trying to bubba something. I want to take something that has already been destroyed, basically.
Yeah, you're going to correct something.
I wouldn't say correct it. I'm going to build it to the standard that I would like to have it.
Brother, that's correcting it from Bubba.
So
most of the Eddystone 1970s that I've seen, assuming that somebody hasn't, drilled a hole directly into the chamber.
Unless you're going to turn it into an African hunting rifle, there's no real way to do it. It's not an A5 on it. I'm trying to figure it out. I'll send you a screenshot of it if you don't mind. But it is a beautiful weapon. And for the time, it would have been an amazing rifle. And I don't expect any accuracy out of it whatsoever. Here it is. Okay, 2.7 power telescopic sight.
Yeah.
Here's a line drawing of it. I have somewhere I have a picture of the actual only known one to exist.
You know what used to be really cool? Speaking of semi, not really Bubba, but reproduction.
What, Tanker Garens?
No, 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 no. Boo this man. No.
I'm sorry.
God damn it.
I gotta rile you up somehow.
God damn it. No. The issue is you can't like unfuck a tanker grand. Like,
No, there's no way to do it at all.
but just like saving semi-bubbed or pointless rifles was when people used to take those Mitchell's Mausers guys and put reproduction Zeisses on them and shoot like CMPA vintage sniper matches back in the day. That was always really cool because you could basically be out, like you could have the gun completely done and kitted out for, you know, $600 to $700 depending on the sales you caught on each of those, and you weren't screwing up like a cool piece of history,
right?
And,
I found one. I found a 1917 that was bubbed to the specifications I need it to be. For $300, but it was in California, and I wasn't going through that paperwork.
Yeah, no.
So, well, I will find it and send it to you at some point. I have it in my archive somewhere.
No, you're good.
But that's the line drawing of it.
I mean, ultimately, it's just going to be a question of like going into every Cabela's and Bass Pro that you see.
Well, here's another thing, right? Is you can access Cabela's and Bass Pro's consignment online.
Oh, okay.
So if you just set up an auto search for that and check it every once in a while.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I saw a Model 70 featherweight with the Redfield 3x9.
Buddy, you just jumped like 50 years.
No, I know, but I'm a vintage sniper collector.
I got you.
For $1,000 at Bass Pro up here.
You said with the Redfield?
With the Redfield 3x9.
No way.
308.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
Where? How? Like,
I don't know. I came back the next day and it was gone.
Oh, you dirty son of a bitch.
I know.
I thought you meant it was there now. I was like,
no. I took a picture of it and I couldn't justify it.
Well, I'll never forgive you for that. But no, just kidding. I was about to say that glass alone now is easily half of that if you can find one in decent condition.
Exactly, right. And so anyway.
Yeah, so we're done talking about guns, Chris. Sorry.
Quite all right. Because it's when you say M1917, I immediately think of water-cooled 30 caliber machine gun.
Oh, I thought you thought wheel gun.
Yeah, I was about to say I would have jumped to.
Yeah, no, it doesn't have the water cooled on here either. But I do have a source for 135th water cooled M1917s.
I'm about to say you could probably just use a Vickers and clip some shit, but yeah.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't have any Vickers. I wouldn't know anything about that.
You don't have Brits from World War One?
He's showing you a Vickers.
Oh. Well, you're in my pocket, okay? Jeez, Lou. I'm trying to get my stuff laid out. You're being a smart ass.
Man, I'm teasing you. You know it.
Absolutely. That's why I'm being a fucking ass.
I've got a couple of Vickers. Most of them are dedicated to my LRD Jeeps that are still being built. But no, I've got some Tamiya M17 Brownings that are, I don't know, 50 years old now, maybe 40. So they'll work.
Yeah. See, Chris Long just posted. I know the rifle. Reese Gun Jesus has talked about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
They even know about him
in Canada. Well, I haven't watched a ton of his stuff, but if he's talked about it, I need to find that episode.
Yeah, he's a good dude. He used to hang around on them internets a lot more before all of a sudden he became like super famous and everybody wanted him to do stuff.
Yeah.
He used to hang out on the internet with us Yutzes a lot more, which was cool.
I heard a rumor that him and Carl had a falling out, but I don't know.
I have no idea, man.
Carl's
Maybe, but it's probably Carl's fault because Ian is gun Jesus and whatnot.
I'm gonna hold my tongue on Carl. So
yeah, we're just hanging out, man. We're just hanging out, being dudes, Chris. It's gonna be awesome.
It's all good, man. Hey,
so
Murray,
did you see I started a YouTube channel?
I did see you. I was your like 6th or 7th follower. So
I know. I'm messing with you a little bit.
Deep in something. Oh yeah, did you guys know that we started a YouTube channel? You should all go follow.
Not meaning to self promote. I just wanted to talk about it.
Dude, self promote, man.
Don't worry, I'll promote for you. Everybody hop over on YouTube and look up Wrong Scale Empire. And you should find it. No problem.
I think is it Empire 54 on YouTube? I should know my own channel. Hang on.
I actually don't know.
I got it right here. Hold.
It's either Empire 50. It is Empire 54. Because everyone else
hold your vote.
Empire.
Empire 54 millimeter. MM.
Yeah. Go look it up. It's cool. You just posted something recently.
Wednesday.
5 men in Normandy. Think that's fair, but I just got out of the woods today, so I had like one dump to catch up, and now here I am.
I'm saying Wednesday is recently for me.
We're at
that's fair.
We're at 21 subscribers, Reese.
Okay.
And your Normandy skirmish campaign introduction has 42 views,
brother.
And your Normandy Turn 1 Phase 1 Part 1 82nd Airborne has 23 views.
Well, I reconnected with Ivan Swanson of Nordic Weasel Games the other day, and he invited me to his Discord channel, and I may or may not have dropped that video over there as well. So, and evidently a couple guys over there liked it. So,
dude, wherever you can make it happen.
Well, I say, man, get after it, dude. That's awesome because right now you're pushing more views than followers or subscribers, which is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My company may be coming back anytime, and I'll get out of here quickly. But no, as I said, it's been an idea that's been bonking around in my head for a while. I finally have the table space to do it. Might as well get it done. So,
brother, jump on it, man.
So I'm leaving the Axis and Allies D-Day set up next to my painting table for the foreseeable future.
Yeah. What scale miniatures are those?
So you've played
they're not miniatures, right? They're counters.
Yep, they're campaign counters because I don't.
Chris, shut up! He wasn't going to correct me. And then
I don't paint anything that's not 54.
God, man!
Thank you for remembering that joke.
You're killing me, Chris.
Hey,
no, you haven't watched the video then. But anyway,
disregard.
So
I just wanted you to call them miniatures.
You've watched Axis and Allies. I mean, you've played Axis and Allies.
It's been a minute.
But
I haven't played. Are there any rules changes from the original, like ultra old school Axis and Allies?
Big time.
Oh,
big time. Axis and Allies D-Day is very much operational. It's not the grand tactical. There's no economy management. You roll on a table for reinforcements, and it is over in 10 turns. And you can, if you're not being an idiot and playing through a quarter of the battles on the tabletop, you can get through it in about an hour and a half.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So if you're being an idiot, though, it takes a lot longer.
Well, that'll happen.
Mr. Mutt, how you doing, sir?
What's up?
Holy cannoli. Hey, buddy.
Cannoli sounds good.
Hey, I had Mexican for dinner tonight.
And Mexican for lunch.
I had 3 shredded beef tacos from Costa Vida.
Oh, man, I miss Costa Vida.
Oh, you guys had Costa Vida over there?
We have one in Kansas City. We don't have one in Fayetteville or Bentonville.
Ah, good stuff.
We got one just south of my parents' house.
Yep.
Like when I say just south, there. Like maybe 300, 400 yards.
Yeah. Now daughter works here. She brings home free stuff or food for us. So it's awesome.
Cannot complain.
I tell her not to quit. Don't ever quit. Stay there.
Chris, have you had Costa Vida?
No, because I'm not allowed in the posh side of Kansas City.
Oh, it's not.
It's not like that, but
no, he's making a Kansas City joke.
Oh.
So I grew up on the south side. Well, I shouldn't say I grew up. I spent some time on the south side of Johnson County. So
Johnson County.
And I'm going to say this to the expense of my friends. It was more money than they knew what to do with, and I didn't know what to do with it either, so I left.
Yeah,
Wow.
they got more bucks than brains.
More
Yep.
dollars than cents.
Mhm.
Yes.
But
Yeah,
there was a reason I spent most of my time in Stillwell or south of there. So,
yeah. That's where a lot of when the kids graduate high school, they walk out from the graduation ceremony and have a brand new BMW or a brand new Porsche sitting there for them before they go off to their Ivy League schools.
I did
Yeah.
that, except for mine had a Mattel box around it. Didn't really work out.
hey, I got something in my pocket. Let's see. Oh, that hurt. This is not a snap shirt. This is a button shirt.
The heck do you do? Hit yourself?
I'm used to
What's
wearing
wrong with
snap
you?
shirts and just
God, that is not a pearl snap shirt. Dumbass.
it is not. Got a
Hmm.
Mustang convertible in my pocket.
There you go.
So,
There you
See,
go.
Reese got a car.
I got
I got a Corvette sitting on the table right now. I'm working on painting too. So
Ah.
Those don't look 54 millimeter. What the hell?
Oh, hey,
they're
Chris.
counters.
Chris Long. Walking
They're
out.
game pieces. I got to get a team for Gaslands put together.
Oh shit, that's right.
So I don't know. Somebody wrote me into playing Gaslands.
I gotta figure out what I'm doing with all this shit.
Is that a
Gaslands.
fucking tractor?
Gaslands.
Oh no.
Huh?
Gaslands.
What? No,
Gaslands.
it's a Mercedes Unimog.
And that thing would be awesome as a battle rig in Gasland.
So Chris, here's what I'm thinking. I've got some of these Lewis guns that I'm not going to use,
Uh-huh.
and I cut them down behind the grip and the trigger guard, but have the rotary mag on it, and
Do they
put
look like
two,
aircraft guns?
and put two on the front of this Mustang and paint it up in some World War I camouflage.
There you go.
So
But yeah, I got this Unimog. And then I've got a 76 Greenwood Corvette.
Nice.
There you go.
Okay.
Zoom, zoom.
Brian, I don't know if you heard this, but I'm gonna try and hit 400 points this show.
It's about time.
Well, yeah, I haven't posted a damn thing. I've
yeah,
done,
you
man.
left me in the dust. How many points is putting lights in my display cabinet? I'm kidding.
The real question is, did you electrocute yourself?
No, I did not.
0 points.
0 points.
I'll go back.
I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
We are all now dumber than we were before.
Yeah, for having listened to your inane banter or ranting. It's a great movie, by the way.
It is.
Any of you foreign observers who have never seen the great Billy Madison?
Billy Madison.
Billy Madison.
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
That's all right.
It's a timeless classic. You take that back.
That's all right.
The Roger Dodger. It's a Dodge Charger. This is the doohickey where the supercharger lives.
The engine? The hood?
Yeah, it's.
I think something else lives in the hood.
Well, there's superchargers. And Brian.
What?
No, I don't have a Wienermobile, and it's not called the Wienermobile anymore. What are they
No,
calling
we're
it
done.
now?
We're done. We're
What?
done.
The Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. Is what
Dog,
we're
what if
talking
I
about.
made a Gaslands team that was only food-based, like promotional vehicles?
Just have a bunch of food trucks.
Well, like the Wienermobile, there used to be a bunch of them.
Yeah.
And now I'm
Okay.
drawing an epic blank because the Wienermobile is obviously the coolest one.
My ADD brain just needs to ask a question. Is buying a food truck at a police auction sketchy or not sketchy?
Oh, of course, but also, see, I think you're asking the wrong question. Is it sketchy? Who cares? Is it awesome? Yes.
Yes.
So there's a group of us that have put together a business plan of buying a food truck at a police auction.
Call it the Aloha Snack Bar. Offer Arab Hawaiian fusion food and just throw out sand everywhere.
Oh man!
You're welcome.
Off air, I got to tell you an Aloha Snack Bar story.
That's all you got to do. That's all.
I gotta go. My college buddies are pulling back up, I think, and
All right.
who knows where
Reese.
this night's going to go? But
Take care, buddy.
I'll see you.
See ya.
Good luck, buddy. Protect your butthole.
Absolutely.
Holy.
Yeah. Oh, I thought
Ah.
you were already gone. Outstanding. Even better.
Needs Vaseline. What? What?
What? Hey, Brian. I have a question for you.
Shaved turkey beaks and bow?
Brian.
What?
Do you like camping?
That's funny. You know what? Are you spying on me, dude?
Do you like gliding?
No, I just got done camping for like 10 days.
You are a police officer, man. You probably have ways of finding out what's going on.
I
Anyway,
have ways
yeah,
of making you talk. Do you like
we
camping,
were,
Brian?
We were just talking about possibly me getting a Polaris Expedition
Oh, really?
or a couple quads, and because I'm going up north next weekend. So to get
To
some
Kansas
fishing
City?
done. Yes, I like camping. Yes, I do like camping. To answer your question.
Okay, so let's say you went camping and you woke up in the morning and your keister kind of hurt. Would you tell anybody, or would you just pack up and go home and never talk about it again?
If my keys.
Keister means butt.
Yeah, I know
Yes.
that, but I'm still thinking about that because there's so many things that you go with this.
So again, would you tell anybody about it, or would you just go home and never talk
Depends
about
what
it?
I eat last night.
I don't know. That's a great question. Probably corn dogs or chili.
And then was there any leftover residue on my rear end?
I don't know about that. I'm not looking to get down into your pants there, Mr. Brian.
Well, it all depends, man.
Yikes.
I kind of see where you're going, but
Good gravy.
you know what? I probably would
Probably would what?
tell people what. Well, yeah, I probably would. Why?
Want to come to my chili cookout?
Chili cookout.
Yeah, dude. We got to do it. You got to camp while you do chili cookouts if you're really going to get into it. Because if you're going to a chili cookout and then you go inside, all that tells me is you are not properly committing to the chili cookout. Because you're going inside. And if you have executed a proper amount of chili eating, then inside is not an option. Am I wrong?
No.
Problem
You're
is, I
not.
don't know if I want to have chili if I'm camping because, man, that just leads to trouble.
No, it doesn't. That's
Me-
the nice thing. You're in the woods. You can poop anywhere.
Me, Andrew, and Mike wants to know if it's a Bigfoot butt sex.
Whoa. Chili. We even mentioned chili in the original, scenario here.
Anyway.
Damn, Mike. Rough.
Yeah, what do you expect those guys from Ohio?
That's fair. That place is terrible. Mike, did you know that there's more astronauts from Ohio than any other state in the whole Union? Or
You know what
Confederacy,
that-
for that matter, Jeff?
You know what that means.
The place is literally so shitty it makes people want to escape the whole planet.
Yeah, people will do any fucking thing to get out of Ohio.
Yeah.
Dang.
Go Michigan.
Oh, Jim's fighting words.
I'm just kidding. Don't attack me, Mike.
Oh,
I look forward to meeting you one day without your fist balled.
Oh, that's right. Me and Andrew Mike's up in Washington State.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Chris. That's not even in the right direction, buddy.
Yeah, I know.
Everything I said about Ohio is still true. but
Yeah, there's no lies detected.
like that place still sucks. But I'm happy Meandering Mike isn't there.
Now, that being said, there is one place in Ohio that I want to visit. Bless you.
Sorry.
Right, Patterson?
Yeah.
Yep, that place is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I had. See, and again, it's because I lived in Texas for so long that shit seems like it's really fucking far away, and it's not.
It's not.
It's
Right,
like
Patterson,
what,
from your house is probably like what, 4.5, 5 hours at the most?
no, it's longer than that.
Okay. Well, okay. That's fair.
That's
I was going to say, to get into Ohio isn't that far, but yeah, it's fair.
right.
Like, because getting to CMP North from St. Louis is like 8.5 hours, 9 hours.
Anderson Air Force Base Museum.
That was a drive. It was. What's up, Brian?
Oh, I'm building the Old West bank right now, their newer one. And it's a toughie.
Dog, you have so many damn Wild West buildings. It's insane.
So, yeah, I got a problem. No,
You don't. You actually have quite a happy opportunity there. But yeah,
but I'm getting to that point where, let's find a medium here about painting and building so you can start gaming.
6 hours and 16 minutes.
Okay, there you go.
See, for me, 6 hours where I was living in Austin and where I grew up in San Antonio, 6 hours and 16 minutes doesn't barely get me out of the state of Texas. So
Exactly.
the fact that,
I'm about to say that was close enough.
Go ahead.
Actively going across 3 or 4 states.
Yeah, I am.
No, I was just going to say, yeah, you're going 3 or 4 states over.
Yeah, I'm going
Brian,
through
did you
the
just lose
entire
a
state
finger?
of Illinois, the entire state of Indiana, and a quarter of the way into Ohio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look, it can't be that far because we used to do that. We did that a couple times with scouts. It was a 1-day haul.
Yeah.
And 7 to 8 hours is about the most you can get, 12, 13-year-olds to stand still with.
Yep.
Especially when you got a convoy of them. And so you got 30 12-year-olds or 30, teenage dudes. Like somebody has to piss once an hour, every hour. And that's really pushing it for some folks.
Teenage dudes?
Yeah, and Boy Scouts.
Well, that sounds more like girls' issues where they've got to.
No, the issue is you got 30-something dudes. Once an hour, every hour, somebody has to piss. Not everybody.
Yeah, that's one thing, man. I lost the ability to hold it now, man.
What, do you just pee all over yourself?
Getting old. So,
do you have your Depends, Brian?
Not yet. You know how freeing that would be to have those, though? You could be walking around town or hanging out with, like, you guys at a miniature wargaming thing, whatever, and just relieve yourself right there and keep on playing.
Yeah, so that we have to all smell it. Unless the residual warm-up stink is nasty enough that you can literally poop yourself and no one will notice.
I think they have a deodorant ones or something. I don't know. So.
That's fair. But all you eat is tacos, man. They don't make deodorant that powerful. We're not talking about the Department of Defense here. We're talking about Depends.
Yeah. Hey, Jeffy.
Hey, Jeffy. Brian here thinks he can poop in a set of Depends and it won't smell.
Hey, we don't need to bring up that topic.
What?
Remember we talked about what my issue? We had an issue, whatever, a couple of weeks ago, whatever.
Oh, you had an incident?
Yeah, remember the anal stretcher we talked about?
Are you talking about your camping trip again?
No, when we never mind. I won't bring it up.
Jesus Christ.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it happens to everybody.
Yeah. That was scary. Painful too.
So talking about scout trips.
Oh, that's a whole lot better than I thought you were going to take that. I'm happy.
Yeah, talking about scout trips. From where I grew up in San Antonio to Big Bend National Park was a 7-hour drive.
Yeah.
With scouts, it's about a 10-hour drive.
Yeah. I mean, the only bright side is that nothing encourages 12-year-olds, and again, teenage dudes, to be quiet and be cooperative, is knowing that the adult driving is just speeding their face off.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, Mr. D is going 75 miles an hour. Holy cannoli. Meanwhile, nobody gives a shit that you're going 75 miles per hour in a 70 or even a 60. But holy smokes.
Or, passing a no passing lane up, when you're going up a hill.
Whatever, man. Suggestions.
Hexy's joined us in the chat. How you doing, Jeffrey?
Hexy, you got time to read. You got time to bleed, baby. Hop up. I'm looking forward to seeing. I haven't seen Jeff's Civil War project on his regiments in over a week. I'm actually really excited for that. I think he had 2 Virginia regiments done out of what, AP Hill's brigade, Jeff?
Did you see? Did I show this to you previously, McMurray?
Yeah, dude.
She is built.
Yeah, dude. We saw that Wednesday, didn't you?
Yeah.
You were finishing up the Kingfishers?
Yep. Those are all done. I need to get them primed and painted. I need to find the right color blue to spray.
Son of a beeswax.
Do it the color of Brian's baby blue eyes.
I have blue eyes.
The most beautiful blue.
Oh, please hurry up. Please don't.
Uh-oh, you need those Depends?
No. I just glued this in the wrong spot. Damn it.
That doesn't sound healthy.
It really doesn't, man. Jesus.
Oh, I'm going to break it. Yep.
I hate working a 5-day week after having a 4-day week. That's always
this is my long week at work, so it winds up being just 60 hours base.
Yeah.
Because it's 5 12-hour shifts.
Oh, shit.
Granted, getting out on time any day at work is a minor miracle. But this week it really sucks because it means that most of the time it's 65, 70 hours. And it's just kind of brutal sometimes. That's why I need to get that warm-up job.
Yeah.
Always dry fit. There's always one in the crowd, man. Always dry fit.
I'd be excited to be Brian. I'm jealous.
What?
Self-made man. He's rocking it.
Me?
Yeah.
That's all right.
You own and run your own business. You're rocking it. Doing a great job.
Yeah.
You're about to retire. Hang out in your mansion and play Zombicide all day.
Yeah. There's other things I would want to do too. So I love the game, but
hang out in your mansion and eat tacos, chicken, ice cream, and play Zombicide all day. And occasionally play a game of golf.
Yeah, I do need to get back into golf.
Jump on every single starter set that you see.
That will happen too. Except Shatterpoint. I'm not going to. No.
Yeah, I can't blame you. That game looks like it sucks.
Well, I was watching Hobby Homies, their channel, and they did a thing on it, and they went through the rule book, and they were just trashing that rule book because it was confusing and wasn't answering questions and stuff. So They said that the miniatures are about as good of quality as a GW's, but they're not sure about the size. You know, the 40
They're
millimeter and
freaking
all that stuff.
huge, man. Yeah.
Yeah, they
It's
are.
a 3x3. The cards are so big. The character cards or whatever. It's a 3x3 layout, but you still need to put it on a 4x6 table because the cards are just so big. And
Is
and
it
then,
made for like? Is it all large print? Like are
Yeah,
the
it's large.
publishers that
It's
Asmodee all getting super old?
large print. So, but they do like the game. They thought the game was pretty cool, but the rule book was not their favorite, or something like that. So, but I just 28, well, maybe 25 to 32s. I want to stay in that range because then I have the possibility to use it for other miniature games.
Yep.
So, yeah. World War II books from Osprey.
Yeah, it's Meandering Mike's got a giveaway.
Oh yeah, I
Oh.
saw that over on ID Gestures channel. Right? Or is it on your channel and you just posted it up in TACO? Let us know, Mike, because I saw some of those and they look awesome.
Well, I might have to jump on if that's the odds right there.
Yeah. Yeah. The problem is when I finally realize that something's going on. So is the rest of the fucking world. And so the odds go from 4 and 7 to 1 and like 10,000, like that.
Well,
Which
that's
is
okay.
great. Would be great for Mike. Not so great for me.
Check out balcony.
I mean, it's still a shot-free stuff.
Right. And Mike, we need to do a better job of not patronizing you. That's not the same thing. The most entries he has ever had is 27. The other thing
Let's
about
get
that,
those
Mike,
numbers
is
up, gents.
the other thing about that, Mike, is I could enter, and Wormut could enter, and there would be 3 prizes, and Wormut would win all 3, and I wouldn't win any.
Well, it's because he's just so darn pretty.
Well, there is that, but I've got, there's some people that say they got the luck of the Irish.
Huh.
I got the luck of the fucking Yugoslavs.
I'm about to say you have the actual historical luck of the Irish, which is pretty god awful when it comes right down to it.
Exactly. Speaking of the Irish,
Uh-oh.
and we're not going on a joke with this.
Thought you were going to say you and Jay got drunk and you punched him in the face.
No,
That's
we've
good.
done that.
Yeah,
We've
there you
done
go.
that. No, I was watching Gangs of New York recently.
Oh, yeah.
It's an entertaining movie. It's a very good movie and the epitome of Fistful of Light. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
Oh yeah. I would love to, and it's not something that I would ever be able to accomplish because my modeling skills are not where it needs to be to pull it off. But I would love to see somebody do 5 points on a 4x6 table.
That would be super cool.
And then do one of those tables like they do over in England for salute, and do 5 points on like a big 5x10 table, and then just have You don't need to go bigger battles with it, but have enough gangs that you could have a big melee scrum with about 6 to 8, even 10 players. I think that'd just be tits.
That's a 52 card game every time.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Every card goes out, every card goes in.
Yeah. So have the dead rabbits and the what is it? Dead rabbits and the All Americans.
The natives
Yeah.
or something like that. No, it's not the natives. That's Letterkenny. Jesus.
Oh, that'd be. We still need to do Letterkenny.
Yeah, Fistful Letterkenny.
Yeah,
I have-
Fistful Letterkenny.
I have the characters. I need to finish building somewhere around here. I have a bunch of like good coffee stirrers that I cut for dimensional lumber for the produce stand. That'd be a pretty good one.
I'd be down with that.
What game we on?
Fistful Letterkenny.
The heck is that? Let's see.
Fistful of Lead using the characters from the TV show Letterkenny.
Oh, Letterkenny. Okay, I didn't hear that.
Some of their best work is still just their original sketches for Letterkenny problems.
Oh yeah. That
Like-
and season 1, I still say season 1 is the best season.
It certainly is up there. It goes a little bit off. Like there are certainly points in the latter seasons that are quite good, but it gets a little off the rails.
But as a season,
One is outstanding.
yeah, I think except for Fart Book.
Yeah, that's
All
because
of the
that episode
episodes are great.
sucks. That's what,
What's
2
that?
or 3.
I think that's episode 3.
It's garbage. So just skip it.
Yeah, it does not do any character building. It does not push the narrative along whatsoever. It's just, can we get away with this?
You know it's bad when I am McMurray. I find more interest in humor and farts than the vast majority of your little cousins.
Right.
Skip the episode. Farts are wonderful. That episode's terrible.
No, it just took it to the nth degree.
I am happy that they realized that after that episode. And we're like, we're never doing that shit again.
Right. Sturt.
Because that shit was weird even for Sturt and Roldy.
Oh.
Yeah.
I realized something today.
Oh yes.
And I hate this term. I was today years old.
Do pray tell when you learn what?
I didn't learn. I realized I haven't seen Crimson Tide.
What's Crimson Tide?
The movie?
Crimson Tide.
You're missing, dude. Go watch it.
I know.
Well,
Dude,
obviously neither am I. What's Crimson Tide about?
it's got Gene
Denzel
Hackman
Washington.
and Denzel Washington and James Gandolfini.
Yep.
And they receive a scrambled launch. Yeah, I know, Chris. I know, buddy. I'm gonna alleviate that PD and Q.
Great movie.
But they get a scrambled launch message, and Hackman goes postal and to launch, and Denzel Washington says, "Whoa, wait a second, hold on there, Slick." And it's all about the mutiny on USS Alabama, American
And
ballistic.
it's got James Gandolfini in it too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like Tony Soprano?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I'm a fan.
So, yeah, it's on Tubi. The streaming service Tubi, which you can get for free, and you can watch it with television ads.
Yeah.
I don't got a problem with watching ads if I can get if I can watch shit for free, I'll watch fucking ads. What I've got a problem with is somebody wants me to pay for a streaming service, and then there's still ads. Like,
Yeah.
what the
Eat a
fuck?
dick, Hulu. Looking at you.
Right?
Like when Hulu was free back in the day, and it was like the first free streaming service, like when The Office was on Hulu. Yeah, I didn't care about watching, an ad every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But hey, now it's quite literally the same as watching TV.
And you got to
Like
pay
there's
for
a
it.
minute and a half worth of ads every 5 to 10 minutes. Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now. Why am I? Come on now. Like I understand the arguments. I understand why, but it just makes me sad. That's all.
Right. Shit. So I might have to do a Cold War nuclear sub marathon tomorrow.
You know what else is kind of sad? Makes me sad. YouTube had the longest day up on YouTube movies for free for a long time. And then I went to watch a couple days ago on the 6th.
It
was already taken, and it was taken down. And that made me kind of sad.
Boo.
Like, of all the days you could have the longest day on June 6th, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Even though, if I had to bet, they probably made sure that it was down on June 6th, because that's a good way to get people to pay to watch it. But yeah. That or I'm just a giant nerd, and I watch D-Day movies on D-Day, and I'll watch Gettysburg movies on Gettysburg. But yeah.
Oh, wow. So I pull up Crimson Tide on YouTube, or not YouTube, on IMDb, looking at the cast. It's got Viggo Mortensen in it.
Yep.
It's got Rocky Carroll, who is the director of NCIS after the chick dies.
So is that like, is it like one of those Black Hawk Down movies where it's got a bunch of people before they were big?
I guess Ricky Schroeder is in it.
Gene Hackman and I feel like Gene Hackman and Denzel Washington and James Gandolfini were probably in their heyday, but yeah.
Yeah. Ricky Schroeder is in it. Silver Spoons fan.
Yeah.
Steve Zahn. He's in it. It was directed by Tony Scott. Okay, who did the music?
Is that like Ridley Scott's little brother or something, or what?
Yeah. Younger brother
Really?
or older brother, one of the two.
Oh. My bad, I was happy being a smartass.
Who did the music? Because that's important.
Okay.
All Creed.
Oh, God. I won't watch it.
With ports wide open under the sea. I stay screaming to this place with firing ports wide open. Anyways, yeah.
Don't give up your night job.
No, I got to stop or else Telemachus and everybody's going to leave. Meandering Mike will leave. Like,
Oh, that wasn't Pearl Jam. Who was that?
Creed, dog.
Creed, that's right.
God, that movie came out 28 years ago.
Yeah, you guys are old.
Yeah, you're telling me, man.
Anyway.
It's short. It's only 116 minutes.
It's intense, dude.
On the bright side, the fact that it came out when I was 5 years old makes me feel better about not having seen it.
Okay.
You haven't seen it either?
We're good. We're good on the music.
Who did the
Hans
music?
Zimmer did
Chris?
the music. Hans Zimmer.
Hans Zimmer, yeah.
I feel like it'd be better if it was Han Solo.
Dude, we've already watched the dang movie. Shut up, man. Both of y'all. You guys sit there and talk about boats and stuff, and you haven't watched Christmas whatever.
I'm not a huge fan of Cold War naval stuff, man. I know that's Jay Wiley's jam, but
Yeah, exactly.
it doesn't really do it for me.
Exactly.
Oh, it's polar the opposite because he hates the Cold War and he hates naval, but that's the whole point.
Yeah.
Oh, nice
Kind of why I'm wanting to bring Con Sonar to the game. If I had if I had enough time, I would do like I would make the fucking icebergs and all kinds of shit to go with it.
To go with Con Sonar?
Yeah.
Is there supposed to be an iceberg in Con Sonar?
Oh, there's you can have fucking whales, all kinds of shit.
Please put a large woman on your board.
Only if Jeff shows up.
No, because we can't have him getting too feisty in the middle of your game.
Well, there's that.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch Waterloo. Of course I am, Mike. This isn't my first rodeo, my dude. Oh, Ricky Schroeder's in the Lost Battalion. I've seen that movie. That movie's outstanding. That movie would be a really cool movie to use World War I miniatures in for a skirmish rule set like Bigger Battles. Choice.
Bigger battle.
Brian, so I got these zombie ladies, right?
Yes.
Off the internet, and it's 12 of the same damn figure.
Oh. Cut them up.
What?
Cut them up.
No, I just feel like I'm going to need to get more zombie ladies. Like, the whole point is I was going to put on a surprise game where you and Jeffy have turned all the women in the vicinity to zombies and they can't keep their hands off of you.
Yeah.
It's the only way they would not be able to keep their hands off of you.
Hey, now. Come on now.
I didn't hear that.
This was not in the least bit originally mean-spirited. But
What?
yeah, my guy, because it's you and Jeff. You're big slices of man steak.
Crap.
What you putting together there, bub?
That bank, right?
This one.
Your from your 3-foot stack of
That one.
MDF.
MDF buildings.
That one's a pretty cool looking bank too.
I like it. Oh, is that got a clock tower in it?
Yeah.
Outstanding.
Uh-oh.
2-story. All that good stuff.
Clock towers in Texas aren't good, man.
No, they're not.
Yeah, don't do that.
What?
You better not have a bookstore either.
What are you talking about?
Charles Whitman and Mr. Oswald.
It's not what a bookstore is. A book depository.
Same difference. Book warehouse, book depository. I almost said book suppository, and that's a whole different thing.
I thought you were kind of going the Back to the Future theme there. With the clock
No,
tower.
I was going with bad people.
Oh. But right now I'm blind. I can't find this one piece. I know it's got to be on here somewhere. Be nice if they would do like regular model kits and number these things, but they don't.
Oh, never, man. Never, never, never.
So, found it. God, it's hidden right in.
Make it way too painless.
Hey, you got me seeing us do a song wide open.
Yeah, dude. Everybody
You like
shits all over Creed and Nickelback, but damn if they aren't catchy, man.
Oh, true
They're
enough.
like the Guy Fieri of music. Everybody craps all over them, but when it comes right down to it, they do their job well, and they're decent folks.
Yeah. Oh, another one that one of my former employees, he just loathed was Coldplay.
Fair, but I feel like Coldplay, there's more of a.
I love Coldplay.
Of course you do.
I love Coldplay.
I was going to say there's more of a case for saying Coldplay sucks than Creed and Nickelback, but
I love Coldplay.
That's not
But
surprising.
he also was not a fan of Eagles.
Man, fuck the Eagles. No.
What?
Did you know that?
Come on, man. This state made them
Did you
famous.
know that? What's the band that was going to be? No, the band that sang the closing credits for Big Lebowski originally wanted like some absurd amount of money to use the song, and then they watched the movie as part of the pitch for, hey, this is the movie we want to put your music to. And when Jeff Bridges goes, man, fuck the Eagles, they let him use it for free.
Nice.
Yeah. There you go, man. That being said, I really don't mind the Eagles, but that's too good of a song to not just say, man, fuck the Eagles anytime somebody mentions them.
Yeah. Well, the thing with, I think the problem that he had with it is that his dad didn't like listening to the Eagles because when his dad was growing up, my age, Hotel California was played all.
Wait, who? Jeff Bridges?
the time. No, my former employee.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Oh.
I think it was just part of the Big Lebowski character, but okay.
No, actually, he had never seen. I don't think he had ever seen the movie Big Lebowski until I said, "Dude, that was in Big Lebowski." He said, "What?"
That's one of the greatest. That's a great movie. That movie's
It is a
outstanding.
good
Brian,
movie.
have you seen the Big Lebowski?
Long time. I'm going to have to see it again. So I just remember bits and pieces of it. John
It's a
Turturro.
good movie. Yeah. Nobody fucks with the Jesus.
Yeah.
His fucking purple lavender bowling outfit.
Yeah, like velour bodysuit. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Valor.
He's polishing that ball all awkward.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Let's not make it weird. Too fucking late. Meander Mike says, I have a fairly eclectic taste in music, from gothic metal to 70s soul and country to classical and onward. Okay,
There
so
you go.
hit me with some gothic metal, Mike. Enlighten me. I dig 70s
Well, it all-
soul. I really love funk. I love funk.
It all starts, Chris. You see, when you have the metal with the flying buttresses,
Right.
and the external cast iron, fasteners on your rock work. From there, you got to get the gargoyles in there, or else you just can't get that gothic feeling. It's more baroque. I don't
Right.
know, I'm just talking out of my ass.
I was like,
No, I'm picking up what you're putting down, brother.
Architecture, Brian. Gothic architecture.
It's all about the fucking gargoyles.
It is.
Okay, let's see if we want it to go.
Now, the one piece of music, whenever I am looking to test a sound system, whether it's in a car that I'm going to buy or headphones or whatever.
Yakety sax.
No. Although good, I check out 1812 Overture
There you go.
with cannons. It's got to have the cannons. None of this timpani bullshit. It's got to have the fucking cannons. And what's interesting is the length of that piece of music, which is roughly 16 minutes, is the same amount of time it takes a Southwest Airlines flight to go from Austin, Bergstrom International to Houston Hobby, or Dallas Love for that matter, from once you've reached 10,000 feet to final approach.
That is a very interesting piece of trivia.
Yep. We would hit 10,000 feet. I would start 1812 Overture, and just as we were going into final approach and they said, please close down all your electronic equipment, the final note was finishing out.
Yeah, there you go. Jackpot.
Which always made me very happy. It's also, interestingly enough, the same amount of time it takes for me to drive from home to work. So about 16 minutes.
Oh, that's right. You go from one town to another one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
In the middle of the fucking farms.
Brian
Fucking
started
corn.
only doing lawns in his Richie Rich neighborhood, so he only has to really drive about 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Try to centralize it. That's for sure.
Well, it helps when your neighbors' butlers can hire you to cut the grass at their guest house. You know.
Dude, I'm not toddler, dude.
Because
You guys may not know this, but Brian lives in about a $8.3 million house.
Shut up, dude.
12 acres.
Dude.
We were trying to get him to let us stay in his guest house.
No.
With the one with the smaller pool. When we
Right,
tried
no,
coming in
I
town.
don't.
And he said
take
no.
care, Mike. Yeah,
and he
we're
told
going
us,
to be wrapping up here pretty quick anyway. So take care, buddy. Thanks for joining us.
yeah, bye, Mike. We're getting pretty off the rails here. But mainly because Brian told us that he'd have his security people escort us off and put us onto his private jet, and he was going to fly us to Chicago if we showed up there.
So what it is?
Well, he was going to let the hounds out first.
Yeah, well, that's the chase.
He was going to stand on his balcony and call for Zeus and Apollo.
Hey, man, if you guys do come out, I'll set you guys up.
In the guest house? With the little pool or the guest house with no pool?
Anyways. One of you guys should sleep on the floor in this room.
Jackpot, dibs. That's me. I'm good at sleeping on floors.
Better than your motels, huh?
Yeah. I'm about to say, how many people get shot in the parking lot between your house and the next house?
I don't understand how you do that, man.
I don't. I told Wiley I was camping in his backyard from here on out.
Just take a tent or whatever, or sleep in back.
I don't even need a tent, man.
Yeah.
I just go to sleep right on the ground. That's all right. I was going to sleep on nasty ass carpet in that hotel. I guarantee Wiley's grass is cleaner. There's probably less cigarette marks in it too.
No, be some cigar butts.
That's fine.
And other things that look similar to cigar butts.
Boudica butts.
Yeah, well, not anymore.
That's okay. I'm sure there's some residual, man. That was a big old puppy.
Yeah, she was. She was a big dog. So. Well, we are coming up on 2 hours, and we've got a viewer.
We have a viewer. Hi, Jeff. Thank you, buddy. Love you.
Yep. So I do. It's probably Charles. Charles is first to show up and last to go. And
Charles
he's
is the
an
MVP.
amazing cat.
Charles is the real hero here. He's the real MVP. Guys, I got 50 miniatures based.
There you go.
Days.
Yeah.
Well, there's ones waiting in the wings. There's ones waiting in the wings. Yeah, buddy.
Golly, man. Kicked my butt. Jeez.
Well, See, if I didn't have hundreds of unbased miniatures to start with,
Oh, Richard was on here. He wasn't talking.
Yeah, well, he was painting.
Richard
Yeah.
Champion?
Richard Keenan.
Oh, yeah, Richard!
And so
My
he was
dude.
doing the painting while I was doing the chatting. So
Yeah,
he
because
was
that
out.
man is always painting, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Richard gets stuff done every day.
Yeah, he does.
Damn impressive.
So
Jeez.
That dude's the real
Yeah.
champion of this painting challenge.
yep. So
Yeah.
The real
yeah.
prize
what's
is
that?
I was being a goof. I said the real prize is the friends we make along the way.
What?
Something like that.
No.
Yeah. Brian's here for the prizes. Woo!
Oh, I'm donating a prize to it.
Same.
So the old miniature market.
Oh, you're not donating like a miniature or something? You're donating
No,
a gift card?
No, gift certificate to miniature market.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yep. So,
the stakes have been raised. All of a sudden, I'm feeling good about my 50-something tickets
there you go.
that I can win and give it to Charles.
Charles, that dude's so filthy loaded with money, man. See how many miniatures he brings home almost, once a week?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Charles is okay.
It's because he's the man.
He's doing all right. Yeah, I saw his little graveyard set up and the gall, and I was like, hey, I got those. I painted that up, and I still haven't used it for the table. But
That's like whenever I find a new Avalon Hill, like old classic war game, Charles has it on the table or has it on his shelf. He can tell you what's good about it, what's bad about it, where to find extra stuff for it. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Damn
Okay,
good shit.
Nemo,
Every time.
Nemophilia?
What?
Charles's band said he double dog dares you.
Nemophila song Dissension.
Yeah,
You're talking to me?
that's a band name, Nemo. Wikipedia or whatever. Oh, that's
What's Nemo's dad's name?
Martin.
No, not Captain Nemo. Nemo the fish, dude.
Yeah. Martin.
Martin?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Martin.
That doesn't sound right. I think you guys are talking my nuts.
Oh, whatever.
I'm looking it up right now. Finding Nemo. Albert Brooks played Marlin. Sorry, Marlin.
Marlin. Okay, there you go. I was like, I thought it
I
was
said
a fish.
Marlin. I said yes, Marlin.
Oh, I couldn't. I thought you guys were even saying Martin, like Martin Luther King, or Marvin, like Marvin Gaye.
No. Just yeah.
That movie had some good names in it.
That movie's awesome.
Albert Brooks, Ellen DeGeneres, Willem Dafoe, Brad Garrett, Stephen Root, Allison Janney.
I thought you were talking about like Crush, that kind of name, and Dory. But
Oh
that
no,
works too.
yeah, they got Chum.
And Bruce.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great movie. That movie's outstanding. Big fan of him.
Nigel.
Morning.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those fucking seagulls.
Morning.
Mine.
So at Epcot Center, or at Epcot at Disney World, they've got the Reef, which is the aquarium area, and it's all based around Finding Nemo, And as you walk by the sign, they've got the recording of the seagulls going, mine, 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 mine. So they'll just randomly go off as you're walking by. Pretty funny.
That is pretty outstanding.
So,
I'm a fan.
all right, guys. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Charles and Richard and Mike and Telemachus and Hexy. And we had Hissy here earlier. And
That
Chris
Warmite guy was on earlier, too.
What's that?
That Warmite guy was on earlier, too.
Yeah,
Checked
Warmite
on the
was
text
here.
line.
It's pretty cool. Man.
And thanks to Reese for dropping in while his college buddies were doing whatever. And Eric C. was here earlier also. Thanks, everybody, Jeffrey Edwards. So, guys, thanks one and all. And we'll go ahead and wrap it up. We'll
See you soon, Paulie.
see you on Wednesday for
Hell
another
yeah.
show. Not quite sure what we'll talk about, but it'll be something cool or not.
It'll be
Who
awesome.
knows? We might
Brian
talk
will be
about. We might dive into more movies that we'd like to game.
Top 16.
So, all right. Until next time, we'll see you on the flip side.